Hi Aries, welcome to your January 2022 reading. We're just gonna start looking at your energy. We'll talk a little bit of astrology too. Um, it's funny because before I turned on the camera, I cleaned, I cleansed the energy with my selenite wand. I did just like a quick swipe, which I never do this, ever. So I did a really quick swipe with my selenite wand over everything. So I feel like you need to pay attention to cleansing your energy in January quite a bit, especially because the sun and the new moon and Venus retrograde is all happening in a very public house for you. So paying attention to what your energy is feeling like, people will project onto you and they will shove their energy onto you as well, and that is not where your focus wants to, you don't want your focus to be on how cruddy you feel because you're carrying around other energies. You have things like, you have this vision that you're creating, and you're recognizing the people that are actually for you and the people that aren't so much for you, and there's this warrior. I mean, you are the warrior. There's really this standing up for yourself that's happening. So on the top row we have the Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. And I think that coming into January, there was this, I feel like you were confused. I feel like there were probably a lot of things coming at you. And now as we move into January, move into a new year, you're sort of at this crossroads and you're like, what does this, I feel like this Ten of Pentacles, the vision is changing. Like there's something that doesn't look the same way that it always has, or it always did always did in the past. And so there's like renovating. That's what it feels like. You're renovating yourself, renovating your friends, renovating the way you run your life, the way that you show up for yourself. There's this reassessment. And yes, Mercury's going to be retrograde in Aquarius and regress to Capricorn. And Venus is going to be retrograde in Capricorn. So paying attention to the way that you are, the relationship that you have with money and your career, and reassessing that, because you don't want your self-worth to be based on how much money you're making or what the world thinks of you, because fuck the world. Excuse my language, but really, fuck the world. This life is about you. You are the star in your own show, and being an Aries, you know that better than anybody. This is about you. Maybe Leos know that as well, but this story that you're creating doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. So I feel like there's this expanded view that's happening, and maybe Sagittarius season did that for you. As we move into Capricorn season, you want more. You don't want to be stuck in that same cycle that you've been going through. So the Three of Wands, the Fool, and the Seven of Pentacles. And I love this because I feel like you're ready to start taking those steps and manifest. And like I think that you've been ready for a while, but I feel like there's this very solid, I'm gonna do it this time. Like this is like, there's like this laser tight focus. The things that are showing up for you though, I really want you to like this Four of Cups, keeping your head down and focusing only on what you have in front of you and not expanding yourself to more things that you could have in your life. That's going to be a sabotage move. if you're so stuck on what you think this 10 of Pentacles is supposed to look like, you're going to miss out on every other way that the universe wants to expand you and every other opportunity the universe wants to give to you. You'll just close yourself off to that. And every time you do try to expand and every time you do try to go into another direction, you're going to feel claustrophobic and you're going to feel like you're suffering and you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, now we're changing all over again. When you have zero expectations of what life, of what this 10 of Pentacles is supposed to offer you, and I'm not saying that struggle is the 10 of Pentacles, that's not the 10 of Pentacles, but the world has made us believe that abundance and feeling good about oneself and being healthy and all of that is a very material thing. The world has shown us that if we have money in many different ways, if we have money, then we have nothing to worry about. And that's just simply not true, because then in so many ways, the money that is put out into the world is just not necessary. You know, there's just so much excess sometimes. And so I feel like a lot of people, and you guys included, especially because Jupiter is now in Pisces for you, and there's this desire to have meaning. Jupiter in Pisces for you guys is about expanding your awareness, expanding your mindfulness. Yes, it's the 12th house, but it's not necessarily about spirituality and religion. It's about how you see yourself and expanding upon that. Right? So not locking yourself into an idea of what that abundance is going to do. Plus, you will also trust yourself more to take action on things, right? With this Fool card. Yes, the Fool is about doing something new and taking action on the things that we want to do, but it's also about having faith and trust in ourselves in order to do it. If we don't have faith in ourselves, then what's the point? So you sort of start off January with this question of which way should I go? Which direction should I be going in? And we have the Capricorn new moon that's happening on January 2nd, and that's going to be a really good indicator of what that public energy, that public life energy is going to do for you. It may even be so much that you have the spotlight on yourself and people are projecting onto you, or people are seeing you as an easy target, depending on how you have placed yourself, right? And so that's why I'm saying to show up for yourself. And that's why I'm saying to make sure that you are protecting your own self-worth and not basing it on what other people think and say, because this is not an easy time to be alive. This is not an easy thing that we're all going through. And I think that the more we allow ourselves to see that the reality is actually our reality is our reality, and what everybody else is doing is their reality, and that's okay. But nobody can project that onto you. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that you're recognizing. I love that the Three of Wands is here also, because you're broadening your horizon. You're broadening the idea of what the Two of Wands would represent. Like the Two of Wands says you're ready for the change. And the Three of Wands is like, all right, well, we're so close, but here, let's look at this in a bigger perspective. Let's broaden the horizons a little bit. And now you're just kind of waiting for that moment for the universe to show up, but you can't expect for the universe to show up in a particular way. You have to be more open. And the manifesting game is on for sure with the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like the Seven of Pentacles was sort of something that you started probably in this year or 2020. And and because there's a lot of reassessing old projects and stuff when it comes to Venus retrograde in the 10th house. It's like something that you did for work a couple of years ago that you really just couldn't get off the ground. If you want to go back and look at that now, I guarantee you'll be able to see. Just got stuck in my hair. You'll be able to see the ways that you can start getting that project actually moving forward again. That would be something that would be very advantageous for you guys. So yeah, and see, the thing is with when you really allow yourself to have that laser-like focus, nothing can stop you except for yourself. I mean, and the only reason why that would stop you is if you aren't allowing yourself to expand the vision on what it could be and not what you think it has to be in that moment. So we're going to look at the astrology a little bit deeper and clarify all of this. I love that we're looking into some future energies for you guys, because I think that you guys are really pumped for this new year and super, ready to get things going. If you would like to get the extended, you can get it a couple of ways by becoming a member, or you can go to Vimeo and get the video over there. All of that information is in the description box below the video. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the extended. Bye.